Greetings everyone, Pirate here to talk about Killing Floor 2. Graphic violence warning. Seriously, KF2 is a hyper-violent gun fest that celebrates dismembering your enemies with explosives, swords, bullets, and grenades. The settings are generally creepy, although some are much more tame than the extremely hellish nightmare level that might need a trigger warning. Also, I'm sure you can see this. These enemies will spawn on every side of you if you're not careful, so you really do have to know how to move. I was going to review the original Killing Floor, but honestly I didn't like it very much. It frustrated me because I had seen a lot of promises about this game and I was really excited to play it. I bought them as a bundle a couple years ago, haven't been able to play them yet, so here it is. Anyway, the first one would have been fine as an alternative to the original Left 4 Dead. Arguably has some better design maps than this game does. For example, the farmhouse level was much larger and had you running from, through fields of crops from building to building, which I thought would have been pretty cool. That's okay. Quick review of the first game side. Content you're seeing is from early to mid levels of a medic and a demolitionist. This is medic right here. I was really hyped up about this game, and I'm really excited. I really like it. Just got away from this pack. That is an intense fight. So leveling in this game is different than a lot of other games. I think it's pretty interesting. So all classes level from their individual weapons. Here's the demolitionist. Yeah. It's just fun to see those things go up in clouds of gore. And also, if you just whack them with that 40mm grenade, it's pretty lethal. So your classes will level from using their perk weapons. This demolitionist is going to get experience for using his grenade launcher, for example. You can get XP for your classes based on tasks that are associated with your class, like healing for medics, or welding for support. Each class also has some passive abilities, some of which improve over time or are unlocked at every 5 levels, capping at 25. So you get five choices. 5 choices, each one with 2 options. There's not a lot of choice, but the options are significantly different, so they are fun to switch around and try new strategies. I will say I was not impressed with the overall default controls. I thought they were toggling aim down sight on mouse click, holding control to sprint. That was terrible. I rearranged mine. Alt fire on my left shift key, toggle sprint on my left control, and hold aim down sights with the right mouse click is much better. Some of the levels are sprawling multi-level labyrinths to get lost in. Others are very small arenas that you have to fend off waves from just a few walkways. This is one of the larger levels, multi-leveled. One of the levels does allow you to purchase an expansion with the currency you earn from killing Zeds in the middle of the rounds. I thought that was interesting. I think it's a really good way for them to add more content later on. And it makes it so that you can make it more extreme content. That's pretty good, I think. So this medic, I'm playing in solo mode. I don't have teammates to heal. The medic class does have the ability to be a tank and wear down enemies over time with hit and run tactics, supported by damage over time effects, extra movement speed, and damage reduction. So, do you see how that Zed walked over the railing of the stairs? That frustrates me so much because I played Colonial Marines and it was a problem. Um, so this right here is an example of why the medics struggle a little bit. Holding a specific area, you don't have the burst potential that some of the other classes do, like Demolitionist, in order to hold these areas as well, which is a little harder. However, you do have damage over time grenades that heal allies. You can turn your friends into coked out squirrels. All of your guns are reasonably accurate, reload on a decent sized mag, very nice. You have access to a shotgun that is like a mini AA-12. It's definitely my favorite among the class weapons. The SMG also does a lot of lifting for its weight, and in many ways outperforms the assault rifle you see me using in this clip. That is also heavier and more expensive. This M79, this is the defense. This is the defense options. You can see these blue zones. The Demolitionist just has a massive advantage when it comes to crowd control. It's probably the easiest class to play once you've got your arming distances down. Playing in groups, I don't have to worry about others stealing my kills. Generally, I'm the one doing the kill stealing. Even on a single shot break open reload pistol, you can clear usually the first half of waves with relative ease. It's just that good. You probably need to upgrade it once per level 5, but that's it. You know, it's $500 to level it up at that point. It's pretty efficient as a backup weapon. Being able to spread massive damage in the tight corridors and doorways of Killing Floor 2 means that you will get kills before other players can get line of sight, and sometimes before you can get line of sight. Once you get a feel for the spawn algorithms, you can get really good at blasting 50 plus dosh worth of Zeds from around a corner, and that helps create Zed time for allies and assessing distances for yourself. Downsides are that most of your guns reload on a single cartridge basis, which means you must load rounds singly. However, it often allows for firing on partial reloads, so not all bad there. You also have to allow certain minimum distance for your explosives to go off, except for that starting pistol I talked about, which is, it goes off at point blank. It's really nice for escaping pins. I haven't tried the RPG yet, but I imagine it is more of the same. I pull trigger and clouds of gore paint the walls and floor. Oh god, where's the boss? I can hear him. I can hear him. So I am this twitchy. This is not sped up. I know I've been playing with the speed in some of these clips. That twitching around part is not sped up at all. The rest of the fight is, however, slightly sped up, just for the sake of interest of time. Maybe it isn't fair to compare the classes based on a particular task. However, since defense mode is the best rewarded task in the game, it seems a fair judge on value overall, since it guarantees better gear and higher armor. That was a really nice grenade shot, by the way, just around the corner. Right on top of the boss. In defense mode, you have to remain in a specified area and generally keep Zeds out. This requires high bursts of damage to level the heavies and mobs that will be otherwise overrunning you. Your firing speed is also generally more important than your accuracy, as you will frequently face clusters of Zeds to the point where it's pretty hard to actually miss. There's just a wall of flesh in front of you. I gotta say, in comparing the two, the grenade launcher, which is, I think, $100 more than the SMG for the medic, is so much better at clearing crowds, it's not even funny. And it's taking this boss down a lot better because the explosives are just nasty. And that almost killed him right there. He gets away here at the end. And I kind of dropped the end of the clip with my editing somehow, which is unfortunate. I think having played this game a bit more than this gameplay shows, the Demolitionist is by far my favorite class. in my opinion, the strongest, and it's worth checking out this game. I look forward to playing it in the future with you. Until next time, this is the Nerdtastic Pirate signing off.